if you want to go to this, just to do things easily, hit tracks because it's already set up for this. So we're doing mini Z, and you want to select it. So you click it, but that doesn't really select it. You have to hit select.
I see that it was colored. I'm waiting for a press.
Yep. And then you just go over to events.
So we basically just opened our track up.
Yeah. Okay.
For the internet to see.
So I was simplifying it, but since you asked the question, we're going to go into it. So the reason for this is it's so they post it on the live time so they know where you're at. And since we don't really have a permanent track set up, I just made these up.
Yeah.
So it's Mini Z Night, and then Fortuna, and then the Fire Training Center. So we've already selected that. Then we just come over to events, and you see a whole bunch of them. And if you want, you can just create a copy of, say, Mini Z. But for you guys, let's just make one, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to create an event. It's already highlighted green.
Mm-hmm.
So there's two ways to do it. We can just type it in right there or just hit create event. Same thing happens. So today is the 12th, right? So I just put August 12th because it helps me. September. Oh, thank you. Yeah, September 12th because it helps me keep track of posting things. But you can come up with cool names if you'd like.
Yeah, but the date should be in the name.
That's all I look at. And qualifying, we want results. We want best individual results. And then this is the complicated part. And if you guys want to look into this someday, feel free. You can go on these little question marks and it'll give you a bunch of definitions for each different flavor. But just to make it simple, what you guys want is best combined. So that would be the most laps and the fastest finishing time. Make sense?
Gotcha. Yep.
Or you could get into the IFMAR, and I don't really know what IFMAR is because that's not what we do. So
I'm happy with best
it.
combined.
Yeah.
And then traditional is what we want to keep with. And then this also helps. Larger. And if you want to have a point series, which I was hoping to do someday, because point series are cool, this is where you'd set it up. But we're not doing that. And then in the management, since it's just a few of us, I don't even bother with that. But you could make it so each person has to pay, they have to register, or they can't enter the event. But if you do that, it makes it more complicated when somebody just shows up. So I suggest leaving that blank. And then you come back over here and hit save.
We weren't looking for that green click here thing. That's where we were getting screwed up.
Yep. And then this would be confusing too if you just opened it up.
Yep.
All right. So now we created the event. The event is made.
Yep.
And tonight, so at this point, I've been gone 2 weeks. So are you just doing box stock?
Yeah, it's just box stock.
So when when we have the open class, we'll create another class, and I'll show you guys how to do that too. It's super easy. So you just click on it with the left mouse button and drag it over.
Sweet.
And it drops it in, and now that's the classes for tonight. So in the first, can you see? The first one is timing, and I highly suggest paying attention to this because the people that have the bigger transponders, they're brighter and they will be picked up in different parts of the track. Like where we have it now, we might get lucky, but it'll still count those other transponders way out here.
So we just need to run a lap, time it, and make sure that we're within a reasonable margin.
Yeah, this is how I figured out how to get
get rid of the double signals.
Yeah, and
Just
that
solve James's issue.
Yeah, because
Time
he was
travel.
kicking everybody's butt.
Yeah.
And I was like, but he's not.
Yeah.
And then you go to rounds. So if you want to do practice, you can set up practice rounds. And then seating. Seating is just so you basically have to qualify for your qualifying position. But we don't do that, so we're just doing qualifying.
No, let me stop right here. Is there a template that this is all already saved on?
This is
like a
actually already
one-touch?
yes. I'm sorry. I'm explaining it.
No,
And it's already set up.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I'm just
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
mouthing off.
No, this is good.
basically. So you go to qualifiers first, and we do heads up. So staggered would mean if, and I don't know why that doesn't save every time. Your time wouldn't start until you cross that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So then and we don't do that because then you can't tell who's in first.
No, but that you just launch them one at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
So do the heads up. And then this is what these things you do have to change every time. So how many, we'll just leave it at 10. But
Sure.
sometimes you have to manipulate that, so you split the groups up, so you only have 4 people in each race, so you can turn marshal for each other and whatnot. So just leave it that. And do you guys want to do 5-minute races or 4-minute races this evening?
What do we do? 3-minute qualifier, 5-minute main?
Normally we do 4-minute qualifiers and 5-minute main.
Let's just stick with it.
Okay. And this kind of be a pain in the butt, in my opinion. So it's easier just to click on it and type the number 04.
Mm-hmm.
And then this just gives you these limiting the race and whatnot. We don't do that. So then you come over to main, and it's set up in the same way. So how many people do you want in the A main qualifier, and how many people do you want in the B main qualifier?
Okay.
So I manipulate that with
Depending on
the people that are here, because it's just mean to have.
You got 7 cars and 6 cars in the main. See ya, 1 car by yourself.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
people that aren't as good are frustrated and in the way, and yeah, it's just uncomfortable. So it's 5, and then you can do the B main, and then you can set up C main and how many cars, and then down here, like we like to, I believe in bumping, and so do you guys.
Yeah.
So always make sure you bump somebody up. But it doesn't look like there's that many people, so I don't think we need to worry about that.
We're only having 1 main. So,
Okay.
Right?
Yep. And then you go to audio, and then this.
Is Kurt not coming?
I don't know. I saw it.
Does anybody have slots open in their charger
What?
for the AA batteries?
Oh.
Kurt has
I was gonna say, yeah, you can plug it
You
in.
need batteries?
I have only what's in the stuff from last week. I didn't even look at it until this morning.
I mean, I have
That's when I put the
the,
post on.
I have
It's
the,
on the audio. I highly suggest using countdown number, because
Yeah.
we screw up when we do the beeps.
Yeah.
Because everybody gets, oh, which beep is it?
Yeah.
So this changes the number, and you can put however many numbers you want, and then
7.
it's better to put 2 seconds in between.
Yep.
Because
Give people
it's
time to
entirely
settle
too
down.
fast. And then I personally like the random delay between
Oh, yeah.
the final start, because then it's not 1, 2, 3, go.
Yep.
But you
People
know,
on toes a little bit.
you guys don't want to stick with my stuff.
No, I think we
You
all
got it
kinda
right.
like that. Yeah.
It's supposed to be a group thought.
Yeah.
Everybody
No, I
wants.
mean, I think that's
No,
that
it's
is a
objectively
thought.
correct.
Yes.
We're all
And then
like-minded.
you can make the computer call out the staggered starts, and change the phonetic name or do the car number, and we're not using that,
Okay.
and we don't do splits. So that's that. It's set up.
Where's the save?
There isn't.
Okay. So we're still in the events
Yeah.
tab.
Yep. It just
So-
is immediate as you do it.
So you just
saved.
dragged in the event and
Yeah.
showed us everything. We
Yeah.
didn't really change anything.
No, that's
Okay.
that's why I was saying. Once I show you, it's stupid easy.
Yeah.
Stupid easy. And then this is where we're gonna have to play around if you guys are cool. So do you just want to simulate it, or do you want to try to just set it up for who's here right now?
Can we just drag in who's here plus Kurt and Derek?
Sure. So then you just click on the person.
I might have screwed this up.
No.
No, you don't know yet.
No, Sunday I went through it.
Oh, good. Okay.
There's some weird things going on, and there's also a little confusion that I'll try to explain that now that I've learned.
The drag and drop, and I wasn't using it right. And I figured out after I had already made changes. Oh, I was doing that wrong.
So you just click on the person's name,
Mm-hmm.
and then it comes up, and you want to register them, or they won't get selected.
Okay.
And I guess if we're not doing paying, so
Yeah.
I just skip that crap. So you see right here, there's a check mark next to the transponder number.
Because they have multiples.
Yeah, so Kirk has multiple transponders, and if we had multiple classes, each class we click on, it'll put a check mark next to his primary transponder. And the reason this is a little confusing is you can actually run 2 transponders in the car, so you can be even more sure.
that you're getting the same.
Yeah, so a lot of
Gotcha.
from what I
It's
see,
double redundant.
the Lemo,
Yeah.
they run 2 towers and 2 computers, so they're all about accuracy.
Yeah.
We could do that someday if we want. So anyway, that's it. He's registered. If you want, you can do all this other car information, but we don't use car numbers. We can someday, but we don't.
Gotcha.
And then, are you racing, Morgan?
Yep.
You're second, so that's why.
Did you drag him or just click
No,
him?
you just
click him. Okay.
Yeah.
Click 'em
And then
here,
click register.
Yep.
It literally has a 1 where you need to put. Oh, okay. There's 1 in. Now there's 2.
Yep.
Okay.
And then,
All right. So he's only got 1 transponder.
Yep. That's because for some reason, I found that since I kept lending you different transponders, I was assigning them in there, and it was causing me complete. Well, we did.
He said he was.
He's in. Let's do Mike. He's in, and see, as soon as you click it, it moves to 3. That will confuse you because you'll be like, dude, I just registered 2 other people. It's showing me only 2. What the hell?
Where's his
It does,
transponder?
show a little cup by their name too.
I think I deleted that one.
Okay. That's fine. I'm just seeing if
Because I
I'm
was
following.
unsure, and then we'll show,
Yeah, it'll click up and then we'll
Yeah.
assign it.
and then Derek.
But yeah,
Okay.
see, as you click it, it shows that cup right by Derek's name.
Yeah.
So that's how you can know they're registered in the race.
Okay,
Also,
that's what I was wondering. I was like, how do you know? Who's...
yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know your name. I didn't know I was supposed to call you Jeff or JT.
Doesn't
and
matter.
Then I talked to Alicia, and
It's
she
fine.
confused me. And
It's fine.
and then just to clarify, so everybody you registered gets a little trophy by their name, so you can. See
We're
that.
all winners.
Yeah. So then, if you wanted, you guys click practice.
Then you just hear your times.
Yeah, turn it on, and it'll read out your times. But this is the fun part. And this is the part that was confusing in the videos, because this button didn't exist in that video. They had a harder way of doing it. So you click schedule, and we want to make the first qualifier. So then this comes up, and pay attention here. So we're qualifying, so don't change that. But when it's time for the main event, change it to main. And then there's we don't need to worry about any of it.
So is there maintenance in between races that you need to click on the computer on?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. So hit generate. Ta-da!
So let me ask you something.
So if you run this race,
Well, I looked at it one time.
it'll put everybody in order.
Racing. Cool.
Then the next qualifier, if you want, you can qualify in the correct, not qualify. You can put the pole position for the top
Yeah.
qualifier and whatnot. And if you don't care about that, you can just create the next round, and you can just keep creating them. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Do you guys want to
Create them all the
continue?
way up front?
Let's do
No,
it.
you
Let's
can
do
just
it the way
run a
you've been
race.
doing it, where we do a round,
Uh-huh.
we end it,
Yeah,
and then
come
we
back and do it
use
again.
that to
Okay,
create the next
yeah.
round.
Because people, I mean, the whole point of timing is, well, there's 2 points, at least to me. Then when I tweak my car, did it make it better?
Yeah.
Just
Or did I
validity
just-
to what you're doing.
Yeah, that's why I like it. And then I
That's
personally,
why I kind of don't like running without it because it's
that's
like,
my issue.
a lot of times I like to have fun. Yeah, that's great. but I like to do better.
Uh-huh.
I know I suck, but I do like to do better. I know it doesn't seem like
No, Strava killed me. I had to end. So then we just race.
Okay, so
That's what was really
And I
fun
like
about
to
racing
have
at
pole
the
position because it
beginning.
makes people feel good
Racing
and
was
it
everything
looks
because
cool.
so the next step,
It's just nothing.
as the race operator, is to
Yep.
click on racing.
So then you just hit racing.
Okay,
I want it to be all
and
everybody's
then
pink.
start race.
And then
some results be nice.
Once they go
since we
through
had
it,
some
turns white,
confusion-
right?
Yeah. And since I had some confusion in the beginning and didn't know which transponders were with who because I just hand them out, it was easier for me to have people just go under because if everybody goes under,
Hey!
you don't know whose they are. So if one goes under, it'll pop up here on the bottom.
Yeah, you want everybody to
And
go
then you just
as you
click
call
and
them.
drag it. And we'll have to do that for Morgan because I don't have his transponder in, so it'll be a good demo.
Okay.
Matter of fact, if
Okay. There it is.
Morgan.
It was already tied to him.
yeah, I don't know why I didn't see it.
Okay.